Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I, Corey Graves, Renee Young, and Wade Barrett here. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we're going to have the TWF, Pennsylvania Reich, winnings on stake. When we have Duke from Hasbro's G.I. Joes take on Peach from Nintendo's Over Mario Brothers. So that's going to be a good show here today. Corey Graves said. Well, we just learned, Renee Young said, who did have the TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings before Peach won it. And the truth is that it was Tai Chi who had it before that, Renee Young says. That's that's who is going to be fighting here today. Well, let me go see if you're right about that one or not, Renee Young. Let's see if you are right about that. Because I believe you are right about that. But I believe you're right about, you're right about that. Wade Barrett says. But at the end of the day, does anyone really know where Tai Chi is at? Or at least the big offshoot of Tai Chi's at. We know where the big offshoot of him has been at. Well, you're right about that, Renee Young. And you're right about that, Wade Barrett says. And I think we know who it is. And I think we did seek Tai Chi, Wade Barrett said. He was the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter before someone forgot that he won it. And then it was held up. And then Peach ended up winning it. But we're going to have that match here today then. Wade Barrett says, well, Corey Graves says, a good day for Tai Chi then, since he now knows, that he was the Pennsylvania Reich fighter. Alright, Tai Chi says, my head gets cut off, but oh well, I can just lean a little backwards and then my head won't be cut off. So, everyone knows by now that I was the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter. And that I did. But it isn't going to be about that. It's going to be about me and Peach and hopefully the two of us who's going to be engalled in the boundary, which the TWF is going to be doing next month. And I know that at the end of the day, some folks out there should think that we should start offshooting from some, TNAW yield shows, besides WFWE and MACW, WCW, ECW. Well, yeah, we're just going to have to do that, but first it's going to be galled in the boundary, and I think that I should be fighting Peach. Alright, Peach says, let me understand this. So, me and you, alright, Peach says, I'll give to you, Tai Chi. I mean, it is bad. It's sad when someone forgets, that you won something. And then they have someone else win something that you won. I mean, that has already happened at least 3 times already. The Miz went missing, and then R-Truth and the Miz had to give up the World Tag Team winnings, which were, won by, Austin Theory and Austin Aries before the Miz and R-Truth won them back. The same thing happened, with Nikki Cross and Ember Moon. Same thing happened there. They ended up losing their winnings held him up to AJ Lee, and Dana Brooke before being yielded back to those two. So I can understand that whole thing going on. Well, yeah, you can. So, alright, I'll put my winnings on stake here today. Well, this is for the TWF, Alright. We're gonna get the fight keeper in the ring now. Shit, and Tai Chi falls down by mistake and knocks Peach over. You can guilt that one on wakefulness. And now I gotta take a shit, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Had to go to the bathroom. This match is for the TWF Light Heavyweight winnings. First, he is Tai Chi, and she is the TWF Light Heavyweight fighter, Aldeling Peach. Well, this is a big day for Tai Chi because he can become the two-time TWF Light, he could become the TWF Light Heavyweight fighter. He can become the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter. My mistake. This match is for the TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings, Corey Graves said. A close take by Tai Chi. Well, that's alright, Renee Young says. Everyone makes mistakes. Some folks make a big deal out of it. Some, wish that you were flawless, but you cannot be. And one thing that both Tai Chi and Peach got are the same is they both got bought from Ollie's. Renee Young says. Well, that would not be right, Wade Barrett said, because you got bought from Big Lots, Renee Young. And Corey Graves, you got bought from Amazon or Strong Woman. Yeah, I did. Wade Barrett, you got bought from Walmart, right? Yeah. And now Peach right now, knocking down Tai Chi, Corey Graves says. And Tai Chi and Peach hope that they might be in the might hope they be in Galled in the Money in the Bank or Galled in the Boundary, the next TWF outstanding show. We don't know when that's going to be though. And Peach right now, Tai Chi is coming at her with a body slam. And now Tai Chi hopes to become the two-time TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, Corey Graves said. Renee Young says hope is a double-bladed sword, because you have really no running lead over anything. You just hope for good and just hope that it happens. Renee Young says Peach just body slammed Tai Chi. We have a Disney self fighting a Nintendo self. Disney is a French kin name, and Nintendo is some Danish name, some Danish borrowed word. I guess the English word would be gate of heaven. Well, the Fight Lord got knocked down by a mistake here, and Peach right now wants to do that spin kick that Sabio Vega did during his time in WWF when he was Quang and later on Sabio Vega. And Peach is hoping that it will do the night slam and hopes that she'll beat Tai Chi. Corey Graves says, well, I can tell you one thing, Renee Young said, if Peach beats Tai Chi or Tai Chi beats Peach, that will be a good thing. 1, 2, oh, Peach just fell right off of him. So we got to do it again. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, Peach. Well, Peach is still the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, and she beat Tai Chi, the former TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter. You know. Corey Graves says, yeah, you got that right. And we don't know who's going to be at Money in the Bank or Galled in the Boundary, Corey Graves says, and who is going to be in the TWF offshoot of it. Well, I don't really know who's going to be in our offshoot of it, Renee Young says, but at the end of the day, we had a great match between Peach and Tai Chi here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Yes, we did, Corey and Renee. We had a good match here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And soon, Friday Night Smackdown will go from Fox back to USA. I mean, the WWE one. Well, I understand now that Peach and Tai Chi are asked to come back in the ring because Astronema or Corone does got something to say. Shit. Oh. Alright. Can you stand there, Tai Chi, or wait for it's going to be too much? Alright, Peach, Tai Chi, you both had a great match. It has now I am now choosing that it will be Peach and Tai Chi will be the first two folks to be in Money in the Bank or Galled in the Boundary. Many other wrestlers and fighters will follow, but you are the first two to be in that. Shit! Well, you'll be the first two to be in Galled in the Boundary. So, good work on that, Peach and Tai Chi. Astronomer says, I'll tell you one thing right now, Eclipser says, you two are the two greatest wrestlers, greatest fighters, greatest overstars, and you will do us proud in the Galled in the Boundary, Eclipser says. Well, we just heard from Astronema or Corone that shit. Bloody hell. Well, we just heard from Astronema or Corone that Tai Chi, that Tai Chi and Peach will both be in Galvin Boundary, match. And I would think most likely with others, Corey Graves says. Well, I would think so too, Corey Graves says. And now we're going to take it over now to Jonathan Coachman. Alright, thank you, Corey Graves and Renee Young. I'm going to be talking with Astronema or Corone here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Alright, Astronema, Corone, what made you feel that you had to put Peach and Tai Chi and Gald in the Boundary? Well, it's like this, Jonathan Coachman. After seeing that great match between Peach and Tai Chi for the TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings, I felt that they should be the first two wrestlers or fighters or overstars to be in Gald in the Boundary. Now, I don't know what SMW is going to, the MFF, I don't know what the SMF is going to do, what their take on it's going to be, but we know what the TWF take on it's going to be. So, right now, Peach and Tai Chi are the first two wrestlers or fighters in Money in the Bank or Gald in the Boundary. Well, are you going to let us know, Astronema or Corone, who the next wrestlers will be? Well, no, Jonathan Coachman. We're going to have to think long and hard on who those next wrestlers or next fighters are going to be. But Tai Chi and Peach are the first. Well, that's my talk with Astronomer Corone. Back to you, Corey Graves and Renee Young. Thank you, Jonathan Coachman, for talking with Astronomer or Corone here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And that's all the time we got. I, Corey Graves, Renee Young, and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Rampage or Ram Crew.